Hey, welcome everybody. Todd here, Mark Legacy Acres. I know I normally say welcome back everybody, but I was going through my numbers and apparently about 87% of my viewers are non-subscribed or first-time viewers. So welcome to the channel. So today we're going to do a little maintenance on our brush hog, bush hog, rotary mower, whatever you want to call it. And as I was prepping for the video, I found there's a problem. And we're going to go through that. And it goes back to the importance of the maintenance of your equipment. And apparently, I did not do a good enough job. So we're going to take a look at the grease box. We're going to take a look at lubricating points, all that kind of stuff. But first, I want to see if anybody can see anything wrong. Anything? No? Well, right here, I'm missing my fill cap. Yeah, that's pretty bad on the good bad scale. So, I'm glad I was going to do maintenance. I'm glad I was going to do brush hogging today. I'm obviously not because I don't have an extra fill cap. So I'm going to have to wait to get one of those in. But anyway, let me get this blown off. We'll hit some lubricating points. I'll show you how I'm going to fill that with more oil and all that kind of good stuff and what kind of oil I use. And let's get going on this. All right, so one more thing. Right here, maybe you're wondering what that tube's for? Your manual's there. At least on this one, page 31 shows you all your grease points. So I'm gonna hit grease points on the PTO shaft, on the wheel. I think that's pretty much it. There's a couple places on the wheel, a couple places on the PTO. And then I'm obviously gonna get some oil in my gearbox, just a little bit to keep things from rusting until I got a new fill cap. Stupid on me, but anyway. So this is, yes, a how-to video, but always, I'm not a mechanic. So check your manual for how to do things. And then I'm gonna use my new DeWalt power grease gun. So I'll have a link for that down in the description. And hopefully it works as good as the reviews say. All right, these cheap plastic Zerk type things. Yeah, we're good. You can see the grease coming out already. Here, I'm gonna put a little bit more. They don't hook on like the metal ones do, so that's just to have a little grease in there. So I'm gonna just hold this on the best I can in here. Let's get a little bit of lube in. There we go. All right, now this one's a tough one. I'm probably not gonna be able to get it on camera, but this, you see this undone over here? That lets you get to this next grease point. And then you can, here Jude, if you want to come over here, I might be able to show what I'm trying to do. This hole here, you line it up with your Zerk, your grease point in here. So you get that. And what I'm going to try and do, my Zerk wasn't lined up with the hole. So I'm using my screwdriver to hold the knuckle to where I want it. I finally got that on there. Got it all filled up. All right, got that done. Then these just go and they just pop back in place. When you take one off for the first time, you're gonna think you're gonna break it. You're not. All right. And then we got, found that. We got a couple points back here. So these are nice and easy though. They're out of the way. So let's go ahead and get that. And we see the grease came out here, so we know we have enough. And we got one down here on the tire, I think. Oh yeah, right there. Put that on nice and snug. All right, so she's full. All right, so now we got everything greased up. All right, so final thing I'm gonna do on this. Oh, Jude, you want to show them the other part I lost? So when I was walking around looking, these that hold the protection in place, I lost one of those, so I'm gonna get a replacement part for those. Off camera, I'm gonna tighten all those up so I don't lose more. And then I've got this is how you put in more gear oil. It calls, I'll be right back. My Gearbox uses normal 80-90. Have it around. It's not that expensive. Since I don't have fill cap, I'm not going to put much in here. I'm just going to put enough in there so things don't start rusting bad on me, and then I'll get a fill cap right away, get it filled up. But if I did have my fill cap, I would be filling it up until it started coming out of this hole, and then I'd put this back on, and that would be good. You don't want to fill this all the way. You're not going to have room for things to work. So that's how you know it's full. And obviously you take this so it was semi flat and all that kind of stuff. But for today, I'm just going to put a little bit in there, and we're going to put the cap back on. We're going to call it good for today. Last thing I want to talk about is the setup of your rotary mower. At least mine, and it makes sense. It says to have the back about 1 inch higher than the front. That allows things to blow out the back. There's no chutes for these things, folks. So things go wherever they want to. And if you don't have the back up a little bit more than the front, you're liable to get things going forward. I sit up there. I don't sit back there. So don't have anybody behind there. Have that lifted up a little bit, and you should be good to go. You'll have a good setup. Obviously do your setup on flat ground, not like what I'm sitting on right now, and you'll have success. So anyway, that's the basic maintenance for your rotary mower, and hopefully my mistake makes things easier for you, because I'm not rotary mowing today and I want to be. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll see you next week.